What's up? What's up? And this is Can't Handle My Mouth with Malik Joseph. And I want to do a little story time because I see that a lot of people are dealing with this, especially our minorities, our black people. And I just want to I want to talk about this. Uh, and this is about domestic violence. I was in a couple domestic violence relationships. We're going to talk about that. And I see a lot of people also too within straight, gay, whatever you are, getting locked up for, domestic violence stuff, getting and fighting their significant other, shooting their significant other, just flat out like doing wild stuff to their significant other. And like for instance, um, so as you know, like yes, I was married before to a woman, and then I went to guys, and then and that's when the domestic violence really started when I started messing with men. And I was messing with this guy. We was on and off for a good 4 or 5 years, and I'm not gonna say his name or whatever, but it started with little things first. It was like, hey, and it was like a jealousy thing. It was like, oh, you wearing this? You look better than me. Oh no, I gotta change my clothes. Like in that aspect, he didn't really say it like that. And then let's just say like, and he used to cheat. And then I was like, dang, like I'm showing you, and I was just acting like myself. I was just being myself, and I wasn't not like doing anything wrong because I knew it wasn't me. I knew, and you have to understand that too. It's never you guys. Um, if you're not, don't never think it's you, and they try to make it seem like it's you, and um, just did all types of crazy things. And I was just like, I think I got fed up. Well, I did get fed up one of the times, and I was just tired of him cheating on me. I'm like, dang, like I ain't never got cheated on by a female. Like, why I get cheated? Why as soon as I end up with men, I get cheated on? Like, dang. And he used to make, and I was like, you know what? I'm fed up. I got really, really drunk one day, and then me and him, we went out to the club. I met this fine lawyer, and I was just dancing, having a good time, and then we start kissing, making out in the club. Just met him. I was drunk out of my mind. What do you expect? I done been hurt so many times, and this is when the domestic violence really started. So we started making out in the club. Me and this guy I've been with like 4 or 5 years. He took a glass, and while I was kissing him in the club, took a glass and bashed me in the face with the glass. Broke my nose, had my nose hanging. My nose was hanging off. You can actually see here close up. It's like a little slit on my nose. And it was rough. And he hit me with the glass, and I wind up stomping. I was so angry because I didn't think it was him. I really did not think it was him. Um, until because blood was everywhere, my nose was hanging off, and got a hold, and I was stomping the person out in the club. And I'm like, I didn't know who it was. I could barely see the glass. It was glass everywhere. Glass was in my nose. My nose was hanging out. Blood was everywhere. The guy, the lawyer, the white guy, the lawyer, had a slit across his face. Um, it was bad. And that was the first incident. And then he got locked up. They locked him up. So he went to jail, and I didn't press charges because I was like, you know what? And first of all, like me being born and raised from Chicago, I'm not gonna sit around and press charges. That's just not me. Even though he did deserve that, because I didn't do anything. He could have simply broke up. We could have simply broke up. We could have simply said, hey, I'm not tolerating that. What's wrong with you? Anything of that sort. And he didn't do that. He decided to pick up a glass and break the glass on my face. So that was rough for me. And it almost felt like he was hating me because I already felt like he was jealous of me in that relationship of how he used to treat me. and it was bad. So to make up for me not uh, for me not pressing charges on him, he bought me a car, and that was another thing of control because he put the car in my name and in his name. Mind you, I would never do that ever again. If a person buys, and a couple people bought me cars. One thing is, if that, let me tell you something. If you buy me a car, put that thing strictly in my name. No, I don't need, no, you're not co signing on it. No, you're not doing that because you could easily take it away. I've learned my lesson with that one. That was the first person who ever bought me a car. And yeah, no. Um, and then he played the control game with the car. This was 4 or 5 years of domestic domestic violence, and I see what people go through and everything, and see how these people are getting locked up. And the thing is, I'm not an angel either. Like, I have, after he had cheated on me, bust me in the face with a glass, broke my nose, because I had to get reconstructive surgery on my nose. Um, I was depressed. I was sad. I was like, dang, this guy just doesn't. I could tell he loves me, but it's not the love that I need. And I've learned that. It's not the love that I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to have somebody that actually cares for me. And that wasn't it. Um, and I was fed up one day and got in the car and drove to Atlanta. That was my main thing of moving to Atlanta. When because I was living in Chicago. I'm like I said, born and raised in Chicago, living in Chicago. That was a fed up straw. I got in the car, packed the car up that he bought me, and drove to Atlanta. Baby, Atlanta, because I had to come back home, but Atlanta chewed me up and threw me back out. I said, okay, cool. I got to go back to Chicago. I got to get back on my feet again. Like, whatever, whatever. But, which I did, but I was super, super young. I was in my early 20s. Um, and that really affected me. So for me to tell you, that's a little story time of that relationship that I've been in that was very, very bad, and we needed to break up. And just never know that you're not alone. Like, we're all here for you. Like, at the end of the day, we all been through it. I've been through it. Um, and like I said, never know. It's never you, and never blame yourself. Never blame yourself. Keep on going. Keep on pushing. Um, because you matter. And yeah, this is Can't Handle My Mouth with Malik Joseph. I'm happy you guys have tuned in and y'all subscribing. This is some real talk here. I'm happy y'all staying tuned. This is the new and improved YouTube that I'm making, that I've only been doing it, 2 months now, maybe a month and a half. So I appreciate you guys. Just want to say thank you. All love over here.